Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in. Today I want to talk to you about something that's kind of been moving around social media like a firestorm, and I think that's a positive thing. I do want to bring to light something that maybe isn't getting as much discussion. And I don't want to take any discussion away from the original topic. I'm hoping that this video will add to it. If you've been on social media at all over the last maybe 2.5 weeks, you've noticed the hashtag #MeToo, where women who have been either sexually assaulted or sexually harassed have put up Me Too. And some of them have even shared their stories and their stories of heartbreak and courage of being just horribly treated and overcoming that. And I think that that is fantastic that that conversation is happening. As a counselor, I work with a lot of people who have gone through sexual abuse and or sexual harassment, and it's devastating, and it takes real courage to say out loud, hey, that happened to me, and this is how I overcame it. There's an interesting phenomenon though. When men would put up Me Too, or one of my friends put up hashtag #MenToo, suddenly jokes were made. I want to tell you about a story. When I was in college, I was in one of my psychology classes for my undergraduate degree, and the professor, who was a woman, new to the field, maybe her second or third year of teaching, she asked us for something that we needed to talk about of an assault-like nature. So I said molested. She wrote M-O-L, and then suddenly she grabbed the eraser and wiped it all off. She's like, you guys, I can't write that. So a girl in the class said, well, what about raped? R-A-P, she didn't erase, E-D. And then we talked about the effects of a female being raped. Here's my question. What do you think happened to all the men who were sitting in that room who had been molested as a kid? I can tell you, as one who was sitting in that class, it was devastating. For one, we're not talking about sexual assault very much in our society, and we need to talk about it more. But we need to broaden the conversation. Men get raped too. Men get molested. Men get assaulted. Men get sexually hit on in ways that are inappropriate. Men get sexually pressured in ways that are inappropriate. On the comments on the Facebook walls where I myself put up Me Too, one of my friends put up Men Too, another guy that I know who was assaulted put up Me Too, there was jokes. Often when we see a teacher sleeping with a male student, we'll hear jokes about it. This has to stop. If we're going to be real and have a real conversation about sexual abuse, about sexual pressure, about sexual harassment, we have to admit it happens to men too. Assault knows no gender boundaries. Certainly it happens to women, and I'm not in any way trying to diminish that conversation. But I do want to say it happens to men. I was abused by my neighbor who said, hey, let me show you something my dad has. And I'm not the only one. There are literally thousands of men that you know who have been sexually assaulted. They're your neighbors, they're your husbands, they're your brothers, they're your sons. Hear their stories, because it happens to men too. If you've been assaulted and you want help, please, if you live in my area, contact our office. If you don't live in our area, contact a counselor in your area. Sit down and talk with someone. It'll help. I know that both personally and professionally. Maybe you have a story you want to share. Let me hear it. If you are sitting there and you have been assaulted, I want you to know you're not alone. I believe you can overcome it. Maybe you have overcome it. Tell me that story. If you haven't, you're still living in the shame that comes from being abused, from being assaulted, from being harassed, I want you to know I believe in you. Thanks so much for watching this. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. If you liked the video, let me know. If you didn't like it, let me know that too. I'll see you next time.